That is, today's our topic is lithotriptychs. Okay, lithotriptychs. In that, first of all, we will know the terms. What is the meaning of lithotriptychs and urolithiasis and renal calculi. Okay, here the first of all the meaning, the term lithotriptychs. Okay, it means that is the litho means the stones. Okay, and triptychs, that is the breaking. It means that the therapy or the term in that the stone breaking treatment. Okay, that is called as a lithotriptychs. Other term is that urolithiasis. Okay, urolithiasis means the process of formation of the kidney stone is called as a yes, that is the urolithiasis. The process, here the process is there, that is the formation of the kidney stone is called as a urolithiasis. Okay, that is also called as a renal calculi. Renal calculi means kidney stones. Okay, kidney stones. Next here, the definition. Okay, the definition is lithotriptychs, the drugs which break down the kidney stones are called as a lithotriptychs drugs. Okay, clear? In other sense, how we will write that the drugs which break down the kidney stones or dissolve the kidney stones and prevent the formation of the kidney stones are called as a lithotriptychs drugs. Okay, this is the definition. And next is the components of the stones. Okay, you know kidney stones are formed. What are the components are there? In that calcium oxalate, okay, calcium oxalate, urate, cysteine, xanthines, and phosphate, and other things are there. Okay, these are the very common kidney stones. These are the components. Okay, and now you know that is very common kidney stones formed in that human beings. Those are calcium oxalate monohydrate. Okay, very common is calcium oxalate monohydrate. Other than that, calcium oxalate dihydrate, and calcium phosphate and magnesium aminophosphate, that is also called as a Staurbit stones. Okay, Staurbit stones, that is the magnesium ammonium phosphate. Other than that, uric acid and cysteines. These are the common stones formed in the kidney. Okay, these are the common stones. Okay, now how the urine, that is the kidney stone formed. The process here, the process of kidney stone formations, there is very common 4 steps are there. The kidney stone form. The first is called as a nucleation. The first thing in that kidney stone formation, the stone in the kidney is formed in the kidney only. Okay, the stone is formed in kidney. Okay, the first here in the nucleation is how that is formed. Whenever there is a solid surface is there. Okay, it means solid surface present. If the solid surface is there, in that all these things, that is the calcium oxalate of urator, they are start accumulating in the solid surface. Okay, in that solid surface that accumulate. After that, the size is grows. Okay, in the kidney, it becomes the size is increasing. The second step is that is the cystal growth. That is size is increasing. After that, the third stage is that is the cystal aggregation. Aggregation means at one place they start the accumulating. All the stones that is aggregating one place. After that, so in the fourth stage, the cystal retention. Okay, all that it becomes solidified and stored. It is retained at one place. Okay, this is called as a kidney stone. Okay, these are all the 4 processes. These are process. There are 4 processes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now the next thing is travel of stones. Okay, how the stone is travel? You know that is the first. The kidney stones are formed in the first is kidney. Okay. After that, it is traveled to that is the ureter and bladder. Okay. Whenever it is traveling, it is whenever if the small tubes are there. In that small tube, it is trapped. Okay, it is trapped or it is blocked at that place, and that whenever it is blocked, the sign and symptoms arises in the patient. That is a hematuria, flank pains, renal calculi, UTI, obstructive uropathy. These are the sign symptoms are from whenever the renal tubule in that small renal tubule the trap the stone. Okay. After that, we will study the causes. Okay, the next thing is the causes. Okay, why the kidney stone is formed. Okay, very common, as we know, that is the very common diseases are hyperparathyroidism, renal tubular acidosis, IBD. Okay, irritable bowel disease. In these cases, the very common stones are formed are calcium oxalate stones. Okay, if the person is suffering from hyperparathyroidism, renal tubular acidosis, irritable bowel disease, in that cases, very common stones are formed calcium oxalate stones. Okay, other than that, if the person is suffering from urinary tract disease, that is a UTI and hypercalciuria. Okay, in the urine the calcium is increased, that is continuous, and gout. In that cases, that is Starbit stones are formed. Starbit stones. Already we studied that the magnesium aminophosphate stones are formed if the patient is suffering from long time, that is the UTI and gout. Okay, and next is genetic disorder. Okay, in some people, that is, if genetically commonly stones are formed, the very common stones in the genetic disorders, that is the cystine stones. Okay, from the parents, their kidney stones, and their sons also, there in the family, everyone is suffering from kidney stones. In that, very common stone formed is, that is the cystine stones. Okay, in this case, cystine stones are formed. Now come to the another point, that is sign and symptoms. What are the sign and symptoms of the kidney stones? Okay, the very common is, that is the hematuria. It means that the blood is coming in the urine. And next one, flank pain. Here the patient is coming in that suffering the very severe pain. If the patient comes to a hospital and clinic, he or she will tell that very severe pain in that. Okay, that is the lumbar pain that is radiating to pelvis. Okay. Other than that, renal calculi, that is colic, that is kidney. Here in this region, very common is that patient is complaining very severe pain. And other than that, the continuous urinary tract infection, UTI, and other than obstructive urinary. The patient is complaining the urine is not coming or the urine is coming very less. These are complaints they are telling. These are the signs and symptoms of the kidney stones. Okay, now come to the treatment. How we will treat the patients? The very commonly in the allopathy, there is a no specific treatment is there. As a only preventive measures we are giving. That is the only preventive measures we are giving. Okay, what are the preventive measures to prevent the kidney stone formations? Okay, that is the amyloid. That is one of the diuretics, amyloid and allopurinol. This is a prevent synthesis of urate and uric acid stones. These are only for the prevention. If the stone is formed, there is no specific drugs are available in the allopathy. Okay, there is no specific drugs. In that cases, in the allopathy, what we are doing, that is the ESWL therapy and ureteroscopy. Okay, here the first is that is the ESWL. What it means? That is the extracorporeal shock wave lithotripsy. Okay, this is a non-invasive. It means there is no surgery. Simply we are giving shock wave. Okay, due to the shock wave, the kidney stone breaks and comes out from the urine. It means it's a non-invasive. It means there is no surgery. Just only we are giving shock. Okay, in that shock, due to shock wave, the kidney stone breaks and comes out through the urine. This is called as a ESWL, extracorporeal shock wave lithotripsy. And other than that, the next procedure is there is a ureteroscopy. Okay, this is a surgical process. Okay, in this case, what we are doing? This is the just we have to take the patient in the OT and give general anesthesia. In that case, there is a special instrument is there that we are passing in the ureter, and wherever the site of the stone is there, that will break, and in the powder form, that stone is comes out. Okay, this is a surgical process that is called as a ureteroscopy. Okay, this is about allopathy. Okay, here only the treatment is only one is the preventive measures. Second one is this is the major surgery. Okay, there is no tablets or medicines are available to break the kidney stones. Okay, if you come to Ayurveda side, there is the drugs. Those are available to break the stones. Okay, in the Ayurveda, very common stones, that is the Pashana Veda. Okay, Pashana Veda, Gokshura, Goraksha Ganja, Varuna, Tulasta. Okay, these drugs are very commonly available to treat the or to break down the kidney stones. Okay, so many brands are available. Just you have to know the contents of the Pashana Veda. That is the Pashana Veda. That is the Bergenia languata. Okay, Bergenia languata and Kulatha. That is the Dilopus biflorus and Gopshura Tribulus terrestris. All these drugs are available. Okay, that breaks the kidney stone. Okay.